Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this welterweight feature matchup. Caleb Hall, 22 years old. Ryan Hardy Evans, as you can see, 12 years older than Caleb Hall. Hardy Evans has the height advantage, has the experience advantage. We'll see if that pays off for Hardy Evans. Three-minute rounds as we kick off action here in the space at Westbury.
As I was saying earlier, Ryan fought at 3 different weight classes, and he actually looked good at the 205-pound weight class against our champion, Garrett Cornell. And you could just see that his only real downside of fighting at that weight was the size difference.
Both these guys are actually coming in off of bouts against current champions. Caleb Hall fought Ryan Jarina last, who's a multiple weight champion at Triton Fights here, and Ryan recently fought for the 205, as you said, against Garrett. So, interesting matchup here, both changing weight classes as well.
Let's throw it up to the center of the cage. Mark Fratto has the official introduction.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the space at Westbury here on Long Island. This is Triton Fights 10, presented by Tiger Life. Tiger Life Energy, energy never tasted so good. This contest, scheduled for 3 rounds in the welterweight division, presented by Tiger Life Energy, and brought to you by Roar Organics, Reset, Refresh, Rejuvenate. The Meal Kitchen, the official meal prep of Triton Fights. Footlux of Long Island, sports medicine that helps improve athletic performance. LI Live Cryotherapy and Wellness. Virtual Realms, Beyond Average, and Cannes Sports Bar of Westbury, the official after party of Triton Fights. The judges are seated at cage side and controlling the action at the sound of the bell. The referee in charge will be Chris Molina. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 6 foot and weighed in at 168 pounds. His career record stands at 7 victories against 4 defeats. He wears black and red and represents Gordon Heights, Long Island, and Comac MMA. Please welcome Ryan, the Hardy Boy, Hardy Evans. His opponent fights out of the red corner. He stands at 5'11" and weighed in at 168 pounds. As a professional, his record stands at 5-2. He wears black with pink and hails from Lincoln, Nebraska, representing ATT Watertown. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Hall.
Caleb Hall looking for the 6th win of his young career. On the other side, you have Ryan Hardy Evans fighting out of Comac MMA, a grizzled veteran on the Long Island fight scene.
Ryan Hardy Evans walked into a gym that I was teaching jiu-jitsu at about 5.5 years ago and said, "Hey, I'm fighting in a month. Can you help me get ready?" And I was shocked by that, and I almost advised him not to take the fight, but he went out there and submitted his first opponent.
Ryan Hardy Evans in the black and red, Caleb Hall in the black and pink. Your third man in the cage, referee Chris Molina. Now, Eric, you brought up the fact that Ryan Hardy Evans has not been able to get a lot of fights at 185. He said he's fighting this one obviously at 170, and he plans to go and fight at 170 moving forward. He wants to get used to the weight. You know, he's kind of given up on the dream of getting fights at 185.
It's a real difficult weight class. That was my weight class when I was fighting for Triton Fights. And I mean, for whatever reason, it just seems like the entire Northeast is devoid of middleweights.
This seems to be a better weight class for him, though. As you can see here, this is more his body type. You can see him and Caleb are very evenly matched physically.
Nice.
Ooh, big head kick out of Ryan.
Beautiful head kick, and he followed it up with a nice left hook. Great two-strike combination from Hardy Evans here in round number 1.
Ryan's super skilled. He knows what he's doing. He has a lot of experience. So, like, see how loose and relaxed he is.
One thing Ryan has in spades is heart. This guy will not quit no matter what. I've seen him come back from beatings. He fought Justin Sumter years ago and was getting a good beating in that fight and came back and won the fight in dramatic fashion. And even in his last fight against Gareth, he was in the fight the whole time. He was outmatched physically against the bigger man, but that guy never quits.
Both fighters getting landing some leather here early on, round number 1, closing in on a minute 30 here. 3 3-minute rounds. in the welterweight division.
Can't forget about Caleb Hall either. You know, he came in here and fought Ryan Jarina in his last fight,
Ooh,
and he was
spinning
game.
kick. Spinning kick to the head landed a little bit harder.
It was tricky. You know, he gave Ryan Jarina a good fight too. He gave Ryan his toughest fight inside the Triton cage to date so far, so you can't sleep on Caleb either. He was tough, he was game the whole time, and he made Ryan earn every minute of that fight.
And you bring up Ryan Jarina. Ryan Hardy Evans actually trained and sparred with Ryan Jarina, so they have a common, I wouldn't say common opponent, but he knows all about Caleb Hall. That's Hardy Evans.
You got Hardy Evans in his corner. You got Jiu-Jitsu black belt and former heavyweight champion of Ring of Combat Tom Muller. You got Bellator veteran Tom English, and then amateur veteran Sean Markin. So Ryan Hardy's got a star-studded corner over there. So you know he's getting all the good looks and a lot of good work.
Nice knee to the body here. Evans has kind of controlled the pace of the fight early on, landed some good strikes. Paul's, we got a low blow there. We're gonna get a little timeout here.
It's real difficult when you get up against the fence like that and you start exchanging knees. I'm not super into knees to the body or knees to the thighs unless I'm in a stuck position where there's not really anything else to do, because that happens more often than not. And I just don't know from an energy expenditure standpoint like how much they really do.
Risk reward is a little low, huh?
Caleb
Hall
hasn't
going to
come
the
up with that
well.
kick.
He's thrown that 3 times already in the first round, though. The element of surprise might be gone with that one.
He's also been doing real well with his jab and his jab 3 combo. It's landed several times.
Someone's got to get the 10-9 in that. Glad I'm not a judge.
I will say that that Hall has the better hair.
Round number 2 underway here. Welterweight division, Caleb Hall in the black and pink. Ryan Hardy Evans in the all black. Evans right away comes out swinging.
That's the 3rd time Hall's thrown that spin kick. The first time landed, but it just grazed the head of Hardy Evans.
Superman punch that landed. So many times you see that Superman punch attempted, but very rarely does it land. Hardy Evans is starting to find a home for these punches.
Hardy Evans having a lot of success with his jab. The only thing that's a little bit concerning is that after he throws that lead jab, that lead hand comes down around by his waist a little bit. He's got to be careful with the counter punches from Hall. Seems to be, you know, when they clinch up, it's hard to tell who has the advantage here. You know, they're jockeying for position, and it doesn't seem like either one really gets the upper hand, and they just kind of end up breaking off. This is definitely being contested on the feet.
Like you said, it's 2 very high-level guys, Eric. I mean, you have Caleb Hall, this is his 8th fight. Ryan Hardy Evans, this is his 12th fight. Both guys have been in title fight. Another knee to the weight.
Evans is going to have to watch out that he doesn't get a point taken away. That's 2 knees now.
Caleb Hall is not happy either. He just flipped up the bird there. If there wasn't any bad blood, there is now.
Yeah, how frustrating is that, just constantly getting hit low like that?
It's part of the game, though. I mean, you have to understand where you are in relation to the fight. It's most times, 9 out of 10, it's not intentional. You know, to take that personal, you know, maybe he needs that to get that little extra fire in him for the rest of the fight. But 9 times out of 10, it's guys just working for position.
Yeah, Dave, you've been in that position where you're up against the fence. No one's really going anywhere. Nobody can really get the upper hand. Your opponent starts throwing some knees, and you're like, I'll throw some too. And next thing you know, you're just both indiscriminately kneeing each other.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me in kickboxing fights. You know, you just end up in the clinch, and guys throw knees, and it's just, you know, if you're trying to knee somebody in the chest, in the stomach, it just happens.
Moments ago, Caleb Hall was able to land a nice leg kick right to the chin of Ryan Hardy Evans. It looks like Caleb Hall is trying to find his win, trying to find his momentum here.
Caleb Hall looks like he's fighting with a purpose now. He took that second knee shot to the groin personal, and he's coming out with some fire now.
Now we've seen Ryan Hardy Evans fight a number of times, and what's interesting is the increase in speed that you see between him fighting at 205 pounds and him fighting at the much lighter weight of 170 pounds. I mean, it's a 35-pound weight difference.
Yeah, he looks a lot lighter on his feet. His hands are going a lot quicker, and his footwork is a lot more improved here. You know, he's got a lot more of an output here. way more offensive. Ooh, good counter punches out of Hardy Evans there. Very nice.
Ooh,
Evans is in on a guillotine. That looks pretty tight.
Looks under his neck, too.
From my vantage point here,
10
it looks pretty tight. He's
10 seconds here. 10 seconds of round number 2. Will Caleb Hall survive?
From this position, Hardy Evans is going for that prayer choke there.
We move on to round number 3.
Third and final round here, and Tom Muller in Ryan Hardy Evans' corner just said what I think we're all thinking. He said, this round is it. You got to figure it's going to be a pretty even fight. If you're one of the fighters in this, you got to assume that the fight could hinge on this round.
We got another stoppage here. Exactly. Oh, you have his mouthpiece.
Guard.
That's how excited to fight Ryan Hardy Evans is. He doesn't give a care in the world about his mouthpiece.
It's been a very competitive fight here. Through 6 minutes, the final 3. We'll see how they play out. First fight of the night, and Caleb Hall drops Evans with a flash knockdown, gets right back up to his feet.
You know what, he hit him with a leg kick, and it looked like it might have been a little bit more of a stumble where he caught a couple of punches on the way down, but we're going to have to wait and see the replay.
Nice takedown by Hardy Evans.
Yeah, Evans comes right back, secures the takedown.
First takedown of the fight?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the first round exchange.
Looks like he's going for a Kimura, but not in a great position. But oh, he's got his arm trapped. This is a real bad position. This is one of the worst positions that you can be in MMA.
This is the Khabib Nurmagomedov position, that far side wrist ride.
Caleb Hall
wrist
finds
ride, one hook in from the back.
There's a triangle choke there too if he went for it.
Hall escapes. About a minute 30 remaining here in the final round. Very competitive fight.
You have to mention how tough of a position that was for Caleb Hall to fight out of.
He knew what he was doing. He just tried to get out fervorously.
If you're uninitiated, you've never been in a position like that, Eric, talk about how compromised of a position that is and how hard it is to get out of that.
That quite possibly might be one of the worst positions to be in MMA, where there's a far side wrist ride and then they have your other arm blocked as well. I mean, if you can position yourself and keep balance, you can really unload the most massive shots possible, and there's just no defense. You can't block anything. You're just eating every single one of them in the teeth.
You got to give props to Caleb Hall for fighting out of that.
Under 1 minute remaining here in the fight. Tell you what, neither guy has been able to establish themselves really up in the air.
I feel like they both know it too, because they're going for broke in this third round.
Another huge takedown for Hardy Evans.
And now he has the mount.
That's huge here in the final minute here, round number 3.
That might be enough, because I would give him round 2 on the scorecards. And the first round could have went either way, but now that he has the mount, and he also had that great takedown earlier in this round, it's looking good for him in the judges' eyes.
Ryan's got short time here, though. He's got to posture up and get busy to put the exclamation point on this round.
A little ground and pound from Hardy Evans.
Big round here. This could secure the fight for him.
Ten seconds remain here in the fight. Ryan Hardy Evans and Caleb Hall fighting it out to the very end. Looks like this one's going to go to the scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Westbury, Long Island, let's make some noise for these two warriors. Having gone the 3-round distance, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Judge A saw this one 29-28 for Ryan Hardy Evans. Judge B scored it 29-28 in favor of Caleb Hall. And Judge C scored this one 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision from Gordon Heights, Long Island, Ryan the Hardy Boy Hardy Evans.
So Ryan Hardy Evans picks up the 8th win of his career, and it did not come easy as he takes down Caleb Hall. We're going to speak now with our Dave Della Rocca.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Ryan Hardy Evans, getting that victory at another weight class. Man, you fight at every weight possible.
Yes, I tried, but it was hard at 185. We couldn't get too many challenges. So I went up when I came back for Nick, went up to 205, lost that title fight. We were looking to go pro soon, so he said might as well drop down to 170, see how I feel. I felt good. I wish my performance was better. Big ups to Caleb and his team. But 170, I felt good. This canvas I don't like, but I felt good. 170 is new me, so 170 pounders out there, pro AMI, because I might be taking it to the next level depending on my coaches. So y'all watch out, 170, I'm here now.
So 170 is your home moving forward. I think that's a good class for you. You look good tonight. Got to work out some kinks with the weight cut and everything, but other than that, you're looking good. We know you're not short on heart, man. Every time you come in here, you lay it all on the line. You never quit. So 170s, watch out. Ryan, congratulations, man.
Oh, hold on. The real MVP for this camp, my coach English. This weight cut Monday, I was still 180. I was stressing. I was going through it. Me and the scale was about to get it fight early, but my coach put me through everything, and the pounds fell off, and I was 2 pounds underweight. So 170 is nothing for me. Big ups to my coach English. Thank you.